Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Monday, January 25th, 2016, around 5:46 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun is down now. It was a nice day, about mid-30s. Tomorrow and Wednesday will be thawing out with temperatures close to 50 on Tuesday and the mid-40s on Wednesday. There's a possibility of a snowstorm on Friday. Some news to report, sad news to report in the world of basketball. Former NBA player and Pro Basketball Hall of Famer Bobby Wanza passed away at the age of 94, so prayers to his family. Rogers Media is cutting 200 jobs because of budget, because of they're not making money. Rogers Media is in Canada. It's going to affect TV and the internet and print. And Rogers signed a big deal with the NHL a couple of years ago, so they probably have to make cutbacks to make the budget for that. And there's going to be an ice cream flavor for presidential candidate Bernie Sanders from Ben & Jerry's. That's about it on news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the E.T. video game from Atari, which came out in Christmas of 1982, and it was panned as the worst video game ever. And this one of the with E.T. being one of the reasons why Atari went down the tubes and it going to be irrelevant by 1983 in the fall. E.T., the video game, was developed by Howard Scott Warshaw, and Atari's CEO at the time, Steve Ross, got the rights to create an E.T. video game from Steven Spielberg, who directed the movie E.T. E.T. was the biggest money movie of all time in 1982, and he bought the rights for $20 to $25 million, which was a lot of money in 1982. Put it this way, it's probably would have been like close to $100 million now, and was a licensed video game of a movie, which they didn't do that much. It was the first major one, and Atari wanted E.T. the video game out by Christmas. They did this in the summer of 1982, and they told Howard Scott Warshaw to work on this video game for E.T. within 5 weeks. Usually it takes 6 months to a year to develop video games, and there was also talk about them having an E.T. arcade video game, but that did not pan out, and Howard Scott Warshaw had to work day and night to get E.T. developed by September, so it could be shown to Steven Spielberg and to see if he liked it. And Howard Scott Warshaw got paid $200,000 by Atari, plus all expense paid trip to Hawaii. Then Howard Scott Warshaw met with Steven Spielberg. He saw the E.T. video game. He said it was okay, but Spielberg wanted E.T., the video game, to be similar to Pac-Man, and Howard Scott Warshaw told Steven Spielberg that it was not possible, because that would be kind of copyright infringements, and they did not want to do that. And they were promoting E.T., the video game, on commercials throughout the fall of 1982 for being the most sought video game of the season, and it came out, and a lot of people got the E.T. video game for Christmas to play on their Atari 2600, which I had at one time, and I got E.T. the video game for a Christmas gift back in 1982. And here's how it was played. E.T. comes down, his spaceship lands, and he goes through six screens, and most of the screens he has to pick up either Reese's Pieces or foam pots, and he has power, but every time he walks or does this with a head, he loses power. And if he goes into a well, he also loses power because he has to power back up. And also he could get geraniums as well. Plus, E.T. had to be on the lookout because there was an FBI agent and a scientist. And if he was the FBI agent would take the Reese's Pieces away and the foam pots away. And also the scientist would bring E.T. back to the laboratory. But if E.T. was in a little trouble, he could get Elliot to help him out and take the Reese's Pieces, and he would be safe from that. And if E.T. got all three of his pots for the phone, he could call home and the space shuttle would come down and pick him back up. And this game, E.T. would get 3 lives, and if he went down to 0, he would be dead, but Elliot would revive him. And this would be pretty simple, but it was really panned because the game was too confusing, plus a lot of pitfalls with E.T. falling in the wells. And when it came out, it sold 1.5 million units, but a lot of people who played E.T. the video game did not like it at all. They said it was the worst video game ever, and they just returned it to their local video stores, demanding a refund. Between 2 and 3 million copies, 2 to 3 million and a half copies of E.T. the video game were unsold, and this caused one of the reasons why Atari crashed and burned in 1983, and it also kind of destroyed the video game genre for the time, and it caused Atari to be basically gone. And Atari brought unsold video games of E.T. and other video games to Alamogordo, New Mexico in September of 1983, when it was buried in a landfill, and it took over 30 years for them to be recovered in April of 2014. I played E.T. the video game when I was younger, and I thought it was an okay game. It was a little confusing with the pitfalls and stuff, but it was a pretty cool game. Especially loved playing it, and Howard Scott Warshaw should be praised for developing a game within 5 weeks, which it took basically 24/7 to this, and it should have gotten the respect it deserved. And that's about it on E.T. the video game. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about Mikey's roast beef. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunning guy. Molly Rosenwald of WCCO Rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Art's so stunning. She's got nice legs as well. Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. And Amy Wednesday's the best. And in the words Sean Lucha, get out. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus. Shout outs or video blog suggestions or questions. Private message me and it will be answered. Bye.